Hello everyone. My name is Smriti Sharma and today I am back with a new topic B2B commerce. I'm making video after a long time, but this will be a regular series of B2B commerce and you won't find this series on any of the platform, on much of the platforms. Okay, so this is a very important and a latest hot topic in the Salesforce. So let's start it. B2B commerce. Now, let me tell you about the introduction. What is B2B, Salesforce B2B and B2C commerce? So, Salesforce B2C commerce focuses on online retail shoppers. There's another whole area of e-commerce with its own demands and capability. For example, B2C, example of B2C is Amazon, where it is supplying the business to customer. Okay. And B2B is the business to business. Salesforce B2B commerce enables organization to create e-commerce storefronts that are specifically designed for businesses making large volume purchases from other business online. Okay. So B2B commerce, the main difference between B2B and B2C is B2C, we generally do a very small business, like we just, as a customer, we buy a product for example, from Amazon, you buy a product, you add to cart and you just buy it. But for B2B, what happens is one business, if you want to open a storefront, if you want to open any type of business where you want to deal with the products, more than one products. For example, you want to buy 100 of products, okay, and you want to sell it further to the customers. So for that, B2B commerce is needed, okay. So basically, it helps to open a e-commerce storefronts so that a business of large volume purchases can happen, okay. B2B commerce customer need easy online accesses to suppliers so that they can buy product to run their businesses, and they have to continuously buy products in large amounts. So that needs to be done with the help of B2B commerce. Now, a simple Commerce Cloud, what is Commerce Cloud definition is, it's the same thing. It's multi-tenant cloud-based commerce platform that empowers brand to create an intelligent, unified buying experiences across all channels like mobile, web and store. Okay. So basically, this is a Commerce Cloud. You can say this is a definition. Okay. Where you are just, it is a multi-tenant cloud. Okay. And it is helping us to create a brand which is very intelligent system. Okay, now let's go forward. Now, how to set up? Okay, these are the features you can install the B2B commerce package on your Salesforce. So I will be just explaining you on the org. So let's go. So this is your Salesforce org. After you log in, you just have to on Google, you just have to type install B2B commerce package. Okay, so this is the one you can see. Okay, I'm opening it in a new tab. When you go down, here is the URL from where you can just check the latest versions. Okay, so this is the latest build you can see, where we have the sandbox URL and the production URL. So if for the testing purpose we use the sandbox URL, but for now we will be using the production URL. So you just have to copy this URL and open it in a new tab. Now you can just continue. And here what you have to do, you have to log in with your own or credentials. Step by step you can follow. Okay. Now we have three options: install for admins, install for all users, and install for specific profiles. So you can just install it for all users. Now I have already installed it, so it is showing me the upgrade option. For you, it will be the install option. Now this install will take some time. Okay, and once it is completed, you will get the email, as well as you can check here on the installed packages. You can just come here on the home, and on the install packages you can check. One second. Okay, so in install packages, once the installation is completed, you can see that B2B commerce, here the installation has been done. Okay, so we have completed this first step, install the B2B commerce package. Now the second step is enabling the digital experiences. So we just have to search here digital and experiences. So earlier you will now you are getting the options, or else on the digital experiences you can enable the digital experiences, and then once you enable it you will see these options. Now we can go to the settings. You have to check, these are the default settings, so I'm not changing anything here. If you want, I have just ticked this one, allow using standard external profiles. So you can also do it you can do it from parallelly, and then we can save it. Okay, so this is also done, the second thing. Now the settings also we have done. Now apply the commerce. Now what we have to do, the third thing is you need to type commerce, and here in commerce setting you have to enable the commerce. I have already done it for my learning, so that's why it is showing as I'm not able to check the this toggle button, but for you it will you just have to toggle it and save it. So like this you can enable the commerce in your Salesforce app. So this is also done, apply commerce. Now order setting, now you have to go to order, because we will be placing the orders. So for that also order setting, here also you can see that enable orders and enable optional price book for orders, these two have been enabled. So for now we will keep it like this. If it is not in your system, then you can just check it and then save it. Okay, so these are the 4 options which you can do like for the B2B commerce settings. Okay, now once these are installed, you can just check on the object manager the 2 objects that should be available. For example, store, see store object and many other objects have been added. Store buyer, these are all added as a part of the commerce cloud, as well as the buyer. So these are the buyer account, buyer criteria, these all are related to the buyer. So these are the 2 major ones. I'll let you know the other ones as well later in the session, but yeah, these 2 are the major ones. As soon as you will install, you can just check on if the objects are available. Before installing the these commerce cloud package, you won't be able to find any object. Okay. So now the next thing is setting up a storefront and what is required here. Okay, so I will let you know how to create this. First of all, we'll understand what are the major things to create a storefront. So first is the store. Store means a digital website. For example, the Amazon, Myntra, where you find it is basically a store, offline store. Okay, online store. Sorry. Now we have the products. So products contains categories as well as the catalog. So for example, when you go to the restaurant, there you will get a menu card. So that is basically a catalog. When you open the menu card, you will find the products. For example, these are the Chinese dishes, this is the veg dishes. So that is the categories, and inside that categories we have different type of products. So you can understand like that. Okay, so these are the basic the catalog and the products, and inside that for the products we have the price ranges for each and every product. Okay, Now in the next video, I will let you know how to create the storefront, how to create the products, catalog, okay, categories. Till then, you have to stay tuned. Okay, just try to install this packages, and then in the next video, we'll start making a storefront on the with the help of the Salesforce. Okay, let me know in the comment section if you have any of the questions, and okay, so let me know if you have any of the doubts or the questions, or if you are not able to install this B2B commerce package, and I'll help you there. Till then, stay tuned, and and also I'll share the link with you for that, or else you'll get on the Google itself. So no need to worry on that. So let me know and subscribe, and like if you like the video, please like it and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.